Assalamu alaikum again. Peace be upon you all. So like other faiths, Islam has also so many environmental principles and guidelines embedded in our holy book, the Quran, and the Sunnah, the example of the blessed Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. There is not an animal that lives on the earth, nor a being that flies on its wings, but they form communities like you. Nothing have we omitted from the book, and they all shall be gathered to their Lord in the end. Quran 6:38. This verse stresses the importance of the ecosystems that are in existence as well as humanity. So according to Islam, humans are the caretakers and stewards of God's earth and creation. In the Quran, he tells us, I'm going to place in the earth a Khalifa, a steward. Quran 2:30. Be like a honeybee. Anything it eats, it cleans. Anything it drops is sweet, and the branch it sits upon doesn't break. This is Imam Ali. This metaphor by Imam Ali beautifully exemplifies what this looks like in practice. This means leading a lifestyle that is in harmony with the planet, not against it, as prescribed in Islam. So Muslim environmentalists draw upon the Quran and Sunnah to generate environmental principles from them, thereby creating ecological interpretations of Islam and a set of Islamic environmental ethics. The principles of Tawheed, oneness of God, and Khalifa, stewardship, Mizan, the balance. Every detail of creation has been created in perfect relationship to other parts of the creation. This principle indicates the interconnectedness of the ecosystems. And maslaha, the public interest, caring for others. We have a duty to our neighbors. Now, I'd like today to speak about the pilgrimage to Mecca, to the Holy Kaaba, the house of Allah, which is one of the 5 pillars of Islam. Every Muslim must try and make this pilgrimage once in their lifetime, if they have the means to do so. The Hajj teaches us so much. It provides us with physical, mental, and emotional experience, which uplifts and nourishes us. I'm reminded of our blessed Prophet Muhammad when he delivered his final sermon before he passed the Khutbah al-Wida on Friday, the 9th of Dhul Hijjah. In his khutbah, which was the sermon, he spoke about universal values of fairness, justice, equality, and economic justice, which we should all incorporate into our lives. So all mankind is from Adam and Eve. An Arab has no superiority over a non-Arab, and a non-Arab has no superiority over an Arab. A white person has no superiority over a black person, nor a black person has any superiority over a white person, except by piety and good action. So during the Hajj, one can't differentiate between a rich man and a poor man, because all the men, they wear the ihram, which is 2 sheets of unsewn cloth, and the women wear long dresses with the headscarf, the abaya and the hijab. So in 2011, with my good friends here, Martin and Vicky, and the Alliance of Religions and Conservation, Global One, which is the organization I'm from, we published the first Green Guide to the Hajj in Assisi in Italy. The second version of the Green Guide for the Hajj and Umrah has come after 10 years, and it was with Ummah for Earth, which is a new environmental movement to activate Muslim youth on environmental issues, and they have supported the second version of the guide, and we launched it last year in 2021. We wanted to choose a special moment which was significant for Muslims and which would give an impetus for change, however small. As small habits, if they're done regularly, can have an incredible impact on the environmental state of our beautiful planet. So after 10 years, we've published the second version of the Green Guide to the Hajj and Umrah, along with an app, on the day of Arafah, which is the day of the completion of the Hajj. And Umrah means a mini pilgrimage, which can be done at any time of the year. So the second version is an attempt to inspire, motivate, and guide Muslims to change their lifestyle through the spiritual reminders and practical steps relating to the environment. It should be used as a lead-up to going on Hajj and Umrah, both spiritually and physically. It takes a more in-depth look at the issues facing all of us than the previous guide, and this includes the stories of the Prophet Abraham, Prophet Ismail, and Hajar, and the themes of equality and justice, and also the UN global goals. Also, this time, we've developed an app which gives more practical support for the pilgrims when they're on the Hajj and Umrah, and so far we've translated into Arabic and Bahasa Indonesian. So we're trialing, inshallah, we'll be trialing the app in Saudi Arabia during the Hajj this year, and really hope that it will have an impact on the pilgrims in rethinking their choices and decisions. People really don't understand the tremendous power they hold in their hands. Choice is something we all have, and I think the travel industry is only too aware of this and need to cater for more eco-friendly solutions and products. Now, the significance of the Hajj is that everyone has to do it, all the set of activities at the same time during the Hajj. So the convergence of 2.5 to 3 million pilgrims during pre-COVID times. So you can just imagine the colossal amount of waste which is generated in such a short period. So according to statistics, more than 15 million tons of garbage is generated in Saudi Arabia annually, 5% of which is either treated or recycled. The remaining 95% ends up in landfills, damaging the soil, contaminating groundwaters, and polluting the environment. However, as part of the Saudi Arabia's, the Kingdom's Vision 2030 reform project, waste management initiatives have now become the bedrock for the envisioned circular economy. So I'm heartened by seeing several initiatives being adopted by the Saudi Ministry of Hajj and Umrah to bring the objective of the Vision 2030 to fruition, with a budget of about Saudi riyals 24 billion in the waste management and recycling industry, with more than 138 ground warehouses and 1,300 water compressors have been placed across the holy sites of pilgrimage, after which the waste products are then transferred 30 kilometers out of the city turbines. This approach is founded on the circular economy concept of the 3 R's, waste management principles: reduce, reuse, and recycle. Furthermore, a multi-pronged approach that combines education and awareness, waste recycling, conservation of water and energy, and the introduction of stricter rules and penalties on anyone caught littering the floor has also helped to minimize the environmental effect of Umrah and Hajj pilgrimage. My hope is that the Green Guide to the Hajj and Umrah will also be used by all pilgrims visiting Mecca, and it will be a vital contribution considering the climate catastrophe that is approaching us, and will be a springboard for more environmental activism, not just during the pilgrimage. I hope we can reflect and recover our holy sites throughout the world and save them from the impact of our neglect, ignorance, and self-interest. Thank you very much.